everyone, Cody here with another video. I promised that I would come back with more frequent videos, and here I am. Now, I actually will be doing some fragrance reviews starting going forward, just because Max Forti actually sent me a bag full of sample fragrance reviews, so I'll be able to actually do some testing, see a format that I want, and go ahead and create some videos. So that should be coming starting within the next week or two, but yeah, that'll be some fun stuff. It'll be nice to randomly go through some fragrances. I have no ties to the community on this and anything good. But yeah, uh, so so yeah, while I was gone, we lost a good amount of people and people that I was close with at one point. There's one gentleman, Chris Brucey. I'm not sure how you pronounce his last name, but we'd known each other for like 10 years or so. I just called him Chris. That's why I don't know how to pronounce his last name. But yeah, that death was painful. I remember hearing about it, and I really sad. He left behind a daughter. I know he was always constantly trying to improve his life, and we were in the good smallest together, and it was just really sad on that. We lost Dan, my Mickers, that came out of the blue. Miss his enthusiasm. Jeez, yeah, definitely one. Ash. Some of you may not know Ash, but Ash was one of the first fragrance reviewers. I think he was autistic, but I always enjoyed. I loved watching his videos. There wasn't a single video of his that I did not watch. I loved how he pronounced Lemale. How whenever he would sniff fragrances, he would keep his eye focused on the camera. So when he would sniff a fragrance, he'd be like, and it was just, it was I miss that. I miss that. I miss him. So it's sad that he's gone. And the biggest one that was most impactful was Carlos. Carlos, many of you know probably as Brooklyn fragrance lover. We known each other well before he actually created his channel, and uh, you know uh, he he had this group before called Peace, Love, and Perfume, right? And the reason why Carlos's death hit me so much is because we were very much polar opposites in terms of our personality, and I felt upon his death that I dismissed him greatly, and I it it's to the point where I kind of had to reevaluate myself. Is this the right course of action? And let me explain why. So I myself am a very anti-drama person, right? As I progressed in my career and as I've been progressing in my career, one of the things that I eliminated was a lot of extraneous things, specifically things like drama, right? Where, some of my friends would be talking about other people, would be constantly in conflict with something or another, or the hot dog vendor did this, or some nonsense like that, right? And if you were that type of person, I'm just like, hey, cool. I can't be around you though, right? That negativity flows through me. It distracts me. It's not useful to me. I'd rather be spending my time on other things, right? And so, when I joined Carlos's PLP group, that group was all about drama, right? And so I was in it for about a year and a half, and finally I was like, I'm done. Like, I can't take it. Even if it's every time you log in, somebody's complaining about something, somebody's talking about something, whining about something. So I'm just like, I'm done, right? So I left the group, and he took that personally, right? And he, was very upset. He was, talking to me on the side, asking why I left. I was trying to explain to him, hey, man, it's nothing about you. It's purely the group. I'm not a drama guy, and it is what it is. Then we had another conflict with the when we were both in Good Smellers as well too. Again, this was before he had his channel, and it essentially was to the point where I felt that he was essentially telling me what to do with my channel and trying to say, hey, you need to release this video, and this video. And I'm kind of looking at him like, who are you to tell me what to do with my channel type thing, right? And so we clashed on that and conflicted, but things were fine. And within that, that's actually, I was one of the people who encouraged him to create a YouTube channel for that, and he did fabulously well. Continued on that route, ended up shutting PLP down, and went on his merry way and did a really good job. So looking at that, essentially, I kind of felt that every time I interacted with Carlos, there was always some sort of drama surrounding him, right? Always some sort of drama. Like you could count it to the second, basically. Every month something new would come up. Somebody else would do this. He didn't like the way this happened, or whatever the case may be, right? And myself, I had already kind of removed those people from my life, and so I was like, all right, I can't hang out with you, basically, type thing. And we would constantly clash on that to the point where he just removed me from friends off Facebook, and I stopped talking to him at all, right? We would see each other in public, we'd be nice and cordial and things like that, but other than that, we just didn't deal with each other, right? And so when he passed away, I kind of felt, I thought my reaction was going to be, okay, well, like nothing, right? He's somebody that I knew. He passed away, but I felt extremely sad when he passed away, and I felt sad because it it made me realize that even if somebody doesn't mesh with your personality, right? I don't think it's worth it to cut them out of your life and to treat them as if they're not worthy of your time. And that's what I felt that I was doing with Carlos, right? So because when he passed, I felt really sad. It felt like I guess in the back of my head, I almost felt like he would be there forever, if you will, and we'd be talking about this at old age, where he'd be complaining about something, and be like, oh, there goes Carlos again, right? And then he's gone, right? And then it's like, well, shit, right? Was that worth it? Was that really worth it to treat someone like that, to cut them off like that? And I think the answer is no, right? I think everyone deserves, even if you don't mesh with their personality, everyone deserves a decorum, or at least an attempt to understand them better, right? And I can genuinely say I did not make an attempt to understand Carlos better than his interaction with me, right? And I think that's selfish, right? He's somebody that I definitely considered a friend at one point. We considered each other friends, and very disappointing. So when I went to his funeral, right, that was, it was surreal seeing him there. Like it just felt like he would pop up, at any moment. But yeah, so that's a lesson that I have to take with myself, and I've been trying to apply. Even if I don't like you, I'm going to give you the courtesy, of, you know, um, I'm going to give you the courtesy of not ignoring you. I'm going to give you the courtesy of, being cordial and, treating you with respect. It doesn't even have to be reciprocated, right? You know, I can do, I only have control over what I interact with other people with, and I think that's key. So people who are drama machines, people who are drama queens, if you will, I still owe them that same respect. And that's what Carlos taught me, and his death made me realize, you gotta treat people with more respect on that, because you never know what you never know what you're missing until it's gone. And I thought that, um, you know, his death was definitely, something that many people will miss, because I thought he did bring joy to a good amount of people in the way that he approached life and the way that he approached things. Yeah, it would drive me crazy, his, financial situation and things like that. That would drive me nuts. Like I would try and counsel him, and in many ways, he actually reminds me of my brother. My brother and I are very much the same way. I have a stepbrother, for those of you who don't know, and we're just polar opposites on that front. And so, at the same token, I've been using that to try and reach out to him more, and work with him more, and pay attention more on that front. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, Carlos, he will be missed, absolutely. And that's what it is. All right, guys. Thank you guys for listening. Sorry for the little bit of a ramble there, but kept it sub 10 minutes. And that's pretty much it, guys. All right. Thank you, guys. Take care of yourselves. You guys have a great day. Watch out for some other videos coming out. That's good. Take care.